YOO-HOO. Good morning, my darlings, and happy day, everyone. Good morning, my darlings. Good morning. How are we doing today? How are we doing? I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for asking. I'm in the middle of getting ready, but I had to start this vlog now because in 2 minutes it's going to be noon, and it won't be the morning anymore. So, guys, if you're new here, my name is Dante James. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I am vlogging my first year of sobriety. The good days, the bad days, the sad days, the happy days, the okay days, the boring days, the fun days. Every single day for a whole entire year. I want to vlog my entire first year of my sobriety, and I hope you want to join along too. So if you're interested in that, jump on the sober train with me, hit the subscribe button, I'll click your ticket, and you can come along. If that's not something you're interested in, then don't do anything, I guess. And I'm still gonna vlog anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. So guys, I am just in the middle of getting ready. I had like a easy morning this morning, kind of. I slept in a little bit. I was up late last night. I slept in a little bit. I'm still kind of like getting back in my groove. I mean, I know I didn't like travel like overseas or anything or suffer from jet lag, but I'm still getting back in my groove of things. And I also woke up this morning with the worst belly in the whole entire world. Maybe too much TMI. I don't really care. A really bad boo-boo belly. So I think I'm gonna eat very light today. I'm actually gonna probably take a cue out of Aunt Gina's book and have some tuna for dinner tonight on like a bed of lettuce, maybe like a tuna salad. I think I'm gonna do that just to kind of be safe. I'm a little nervous. Like I said, just a weird belly this morning. I don't know if it was from the sushi yesterday. All I had was salad, pizza, and sushi, so I'm not sure what it was from, or if it was from the day before, who knows. But I'm not doing well with my belly today. It doesn't like hurt or anything. It just feels like it's doing like cartwheels, kind of. Like every once in a while, it's like, I feel like I just like went on a roller coaster. Like that's what it feels like. So it's a little weird. As far as today goes, guys, I was going to, my aunt's actually calling me now. I was going to go to the bank, but I have to tell you guys, but I had some suspicious activity on my card, so I actually have to get sent a new one and do all that. I actually went to the bank yesterday and dealt with all that, called, it's all fixed, it's all good. It was a weird charge on my card. I disputed it, they canceled my card. I'm getting a new one, so that's a major plus. I'm gonna stop at the P.O. box. I'm gonna run to the store. I don't know what I'm gonna get JB for dinner tonight. I think I'm just gonna get him a frozen pizza and salad making, so you could have that, and then I could have some tuna on a tuna salad or tuna on a bed of lettuce. I don't know, something simple. And there was something else I wanted to tell you guys, and I am forgetting now. I'm dressed very comfortable today. I'm wearing just a black tank top and these denim looking linen pants because my shins, guys, are a mess. They're still so sunburnt. They're actually like almost like look like they're black and blue. So I need something soft on my legs today. And I don't want to wear shorts because they look gross. I feel like there was something I wanted to tell you guys, but I'm gonna have to try to remember to tell you guys later on because I just can't remember right now. I think that's it, guys. Told you just about the card. Told you just how I slept in. I think that's all I had to tell you today. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something that's like, oh, I want to talk about this in the beginning of the vlog. I don't know. Maybe me rushing kind of like messed up what I was going to say. Anyway, so I'm going to go. We're going to go get started with all that stuff, and we'll just see where the day takes us. I don't know. Let me go call my aunt back because she just called me. Hey, guys. So I'm home. Got home a while ago. I'm making my tuna salad. Remember in the beginning of my vlogs back in March when I was eating like tuna and eating really healthy? Where'd that go? But I made my tuna salad. I'm actually really excited because I haven't had tuna salad in a while. I put way too much mayo in this, but it's okay. Put my pickles, mayo. I put a lot of mayo, but it's mayo with olive oil. I don't know. I only had a little bit left, but put that in there. But y'all, I have to show you what I found at my local grocery store. I got Pepto-Bismol. So, but that's not what I wanted to show you. But I've been looking for these forever. And if you guys know, in a couple weeks ago, I said I've been looking for these, and they have them at Weis, but they're in like an open buffet, and it grossed me out. Y'all, I finally found them. If my stomach wasn't on a roller coaster today, I would be eating probably all 6 of these. But they are stuffed cherry peppers. Oh my god, y'all. I am so excited. Like, so excited. I have been looking for these. I have been craving them. I am unbelievably pumped that I found them. And if my stomach is better tomorrow, I'm going to be eating these. I'm going to be eating these up. But it is 2 o'clock, and I haven't eaten anything yet. I think I should put at least something in my belly before dinner tonight. But I found these Nature Valley soft bake oatmeal squares. They're peanut butter flavor. Got it at Sheetz because, like I said, I want to put something in my belly even if I just eat one. But I never had them before, so of course I have to try them with y'all. Oh, mine broke. But there it is. Look. It smells good. I'm gonna put my tuna away. Just listening to my podcast, making some tuna salad. It's good, but it tastes like a protein bar. Like, it tastes like one of those protein bars. It actually tastes like, that banana peanut butter one that Angie left at my house that I tried a couple weeks ago. That's what it tastes like, but it's good. Very good. I don't know if I'd get it again, but it's good. It's something like nice and light to put in my belly, but does it taste like a protein bar? Yes, it does. So I give it a 3. It's something nice and light to put in my belly. Would I ever get it again? Probably not. It's alright. I'm gonna listen to my podcast, guys. I just cleaned out my fridge. I'm loading the dishwasher. And that's gonna be my afternoon. I'm gonna wait for JB to get home. He's having leftovers. I'm having my tuna salad on a bed of lettuce. Or on a bed of spinach. Probably take the dogs for a WA, okay? I want to have some fun tonight. I do. I want to have some fun. So I don't know what we're going to do, but stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm going to go read some of my book, too, I think. It's a nice day to read. It's cloudy. It's ugly out. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. I'll see you in a little bit. So, guys, I just got done reading chapter 4, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys about it. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it because it is something that I've been thinking about for a while now that I'm uncomfortable with. And this book just clarified it for me. Just clarified it for me. So JB just got home. We're going to have some fun. We're going to eat some dinner and watch a movie, probably have some fun. So stay tuned till the end of the vlog. If you don't want to listen to what I read in this book, then that's perfectly fine. But stay tuned to the end of the vlog because I want to talk about it. I really want to talk about it because it brought up something that I'm uncomfortable with, and you guys, and I'll be able to explain it better, and you guys will be like, oh, because some changes are coming. Winter is coming. But no, for real, I want to talk to you guys about it because it's something that I've been thinking about yet again. This book is amazing. Like, once I get in the groove of reading this book, I know I'm not going to be able to put it down. And just reading the whole thing of chapter 4 is just like, oh my God, did it speak to me? I loved it. Loved it. So stay tuned till later. We'll talk about it more. But JB just got home. I'm going to go see what my honey's up to and see how his day was. But love this book. Love it, love it, love it. On a walk with the pups. We just got done watching The Final Girls on Hulu, which from what I saw was pretty good, except I fell asleep. So what did you think of the movie, Jimmy?
It was alright.
Since you saw the whole thing, it was alright?
Yeah.
It was like kind of like, dare I say, cheesy?
Yeah.
It was alright, kind of funny. It was alright, so now we're on a walk with them. I'll show you the view. Hold on, of Boob Mountain. Look how pretty. So pretty. Just gorgeous. Picturesque. Good, do the face you were doing.
What are you talking about?
Do the face. He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Sometime today.
I'm trying to turn off the air so that you don't hear it in the back and the remote's not working. Okay, y'all, so we just got back from our walk and I decided that we should try some fudge. This is from, you guys saw I got this from Shriver's Saltwater Taffy in Wildwood. I don't know why, I guess their main place is in Ocean City, New Jersey. But this is fudge, boardwalk fudge from Wildwood. Now, I got a couple different flavors. One of these flavors in here we're not going to try because it is for my sister Carrie. I forgot to give it to her before we left the beach because we were actually going to try this all at the beach, but we just didn't have time. So now you're going to try it with me. Do you like fudge?
Yeah.
Oh, it comes with a knife. I brought over a knife, but it comes with a knife. That was nice. It was packaged like this. That was so nice. Okay, so this is the fudge that I got. Oh, Carrie's isn't holding up well. Okay, so it goes from over here, that's cookies and cream. The one with the yellow, brown, and orange sprinkles is pumpkin. That one is saltwater or sea salt caramel. And this last one here is Snickers. So we're going to be trying the Snickers, the pumpkin, and the cookies and cream. The sea salt caramel is for Carrie. So actually I'm going to put that in the fridge so whatever's happening to it stops happening to it. So which one do you want to try first?
Yeah, you choose.
You want to try cookies and cream?
Sure.
Okay. So there is the cookies and cream.
Yeah, I mean, not my favorite thing, but...
No. It's just fudge with an Oreo in it. You know what I mean? That's all it is, right? It tastes a lot like just fudge. Like, you get a hint of cookie. That one was okay. How would you think of it?
Yeah, I mean...
I've had better. I've had better? Name that movie.
Liar, liar.
Okay, so now this one is the pumpkin. Okay, so here is the pumpkin. Just okay.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's better than the cookies and cream. Because you can really taste the pumpkin. It's nice.
I guess it's different than... I'm saying the fudge itself. I mean, yeah, flavors, but textures is different than what I'm used to. It's like...
Do you think it's because it's like a little melty?
Well, maybe. I'm used to like...
Hard fudge?
Yeah. Yeah, like, has more... Fudge has more of a bite.
Well, are you supposed to refrigerate it?
Well, maybe because it's so warm. I mean, I don't know. We could try it.
I didn't know you're supposed to refrigerate it.
But I mean, when I've had fudge, it's usually around like Christmas time, so it's, I don't know, it's similar solid. But I mean, homemade fudge might be different than.
This is Snickers. That tastes like a Snickers.
They're going to diabetic shock.
The diabetes. Yeah. So, what'd you think?
Yeah,
not your favorite.
I'm not. I mean, no, it was good. It wasn't bad. The fudge isn't one of my favorite things, but not bad.
Out of all three of them, which one was your favorite?
Probably this Snickers one.
The Snickers, but I agree. The Snickers was really good. Sorry you had to go through that.
I know. I mean, like put me on the rack.
I know.
Torture. Utter torture.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, thank you, honey. Yeah, my favorite is the Snickers, too. I'll put it in the fridge.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe it'll be better.
Maybe. I guess we'll see. We'll find out soon. Hi, guys. Oh, it's the end of the night. It is the end of the night, y'all. Okay, so y'all, the end of this vlog might be pretty long, so if you want to leave now, that is perfectly okay. I completely understand. I'm going to be talking about this book, so if you're interested in it, stay tuned. If not, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Until the next time, bye-bye. For all of y'all that stayed, hi, let's talk about this book. So guys, today I was reading it, and I am reading Quit Like a Woman, The Radical Choice to Not Drink in a Culture Obsessed with Alcohol by Holly Whitaker. Very, very good book. I am only on chapter 4. I recommend this book whether you are a man, a woman, non-binary, whatever you identify as, because it does have... I could see how it's branded towards women, I think, but also it is a very, like, informative and I think educational and stuff, so I highly suggest it. I got it at Barnes & Noble. So the chapter that I want to talk about is chapter 4, and I really loved this chapter because in it, she talks about the word alcoholic and the word alcoholism. And the chapter is titled, There is No Such Thing as an Alcoholic. And the quote underneath it is from Judith Grisel. And it says, our deep collective denial is strange. And in this chapter, she talks about, because it's also something that I struggle with. If you guys ever notice in the beginning of my vlogs, I always say, I'm a recovering alcoholic. And I say it like that because I hate it. I hate that title. I hate that word. It is a word I have heard my whole entire life, and I hate the label of it. I hate the label of it because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's like, it's a label that's so not needed. And in this chapter, she touches on some really good points that made me really think about changing that about myself, because I shouldn't have to live with that like it's a scarlet letter. You know, it's a scarlet A on my chest for alcoholic. And I've always, even though I did end up in the hospital, and even though I binge drank and all that stuff, I never considered myself, and still to this day, I don't consider myself an alcoholic. I just don't. I think it's like ridiculous. So in this chapter, she talks about it, and I'm just gonna hit on some key points to talk with you guys about. So in the beginning, she said the word wasn't created by AA, but it was placed into common lexicon by AA and strapped with a load of baggage. A load of baggage I understood even as a young girl before I took my first drink, and a word I knew was one of the worst things you could become before I ever contemplated becoming it. Exactly. Before I stopped drinking, before I even started, I understood that admitting a drinking problem meant alcoholism, and alcoholism meant a life sentence. And that is true too, and I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand that, and maybe it's a label I put on myself, because that's what society told me I was, even though society throws the booze in your face, and yes, they don't hold the glass up to your lips, but they throw it in your face enough in movies, TV shows, ads on TV, everywhere. In characters in movies, characters on TVs that you want to emulate and be like, and you think it's okay. She talks about in here how she read this book Alan Carr's book, and it said in it he didn't use the word alcoholic or alcoholism, he used the word non-drinker. And she said what made the label non-drinker downright magical was that it wasn't synonymous with drunk, inebriate, junkie, addict, lush, wino, liar, or cheat. I completely agree with that, because why does there have to be a label like addict or lush or junkie or inebriate or drunk or any of those? Like, why does there have to be a label on it? She says in here, to be clear, I believe that alcohol is addictive, that alcohol addiction is progressive, that some people are wired a bit differently and are more vulnerable to alcohol addiction. In fact, I don't just believe these things, science tells me these things. I'm not refuting that alcohol addiction is an actual thing, because it is an actual thing, a thing I had. Very true. What I am saying is alcohol is addictive to everyone, which is the truth. What I'm saying is alcohol is addictive to everyone. Yeah, we've created a separate disease called alcoholism and forced it upon the minority of the population who are willing to admit, the ones who are willing to admit they can't control their drinking. And because of that, we focus on what's wrong with those few humans rather than on what's wrong with our alcohol-centric culture or the substance itself. Very true. Very true. So just because you sit at home and only drink 3 gin and tonics, and I would have 5, doesn't make me more of or you less of an alcoholic than me, or less of a drinker, non-drinker, whatever. It doesn't make either of us any better. If you drink it every night or if you drink it once a week, no matter what, alcohol is not good for you. No matter how much you can consume 1 drink, you can consume 5. Even if you consume that 1 drink, it is still not good for you. Alcohol is ethanol. It is not supposed to be in our bodies. It is bad for you. So no matter what, no one's better than anyone when it comes to drinking. Nobody. And that's one thing I had to realize while I was reading this, is like, okay, so what? My friend could go out with her girlfriends and all of them could get 1 margarita, and because I would binge drink at night, they're better than me? No, they're still drinking. They're still going to get in their cars after having 1 drink and drive. Instead of looking at how insane it is that we consume the amounts of alcohol we do in this country, we've systematically labeled anyone who can't hang as having the problem and washed our national hands of any responsibility. Alcoholism is a you problem, a them problem, a thing that happens to people with shitty self-control and bad genes. Alcoholism is not a we problem. In contrast, the opioid epidemic, which claims about half as many Americans' lives as of this writing, is a we problem. There's another, real quick before I get into this other part, that I want to touch on, because I was like, oh, okay. Drinking is a rite of passage that nearly everyone is expected to go through, and most of us do. About 70% of adults 18 and over in the United States drink. We are given a set of mixed messages of what is good, bad, normal, unacceptable, and worrisome. There is no magic number of drinks per day or perfect definition of what an alcoholic is. There are qualifiers, and it's best understood that alcoholism is what happens when our lives become intolerable or resemble Nick Cage's in Leaving Las Vegas. We know what happens to people who can't control their drinking, and we know it will happen to only a small percent of us. Oh my god, this book, y'all. So anyway, this is the part I want to get to. The 10 reasons the labels alcoholic and alcoholism should die. And I loved this. So reason number 1. They assert that it's normal to consume an addictive substance with ease and abnormal not to be able to. Let me read that again. They assert that it's normal to consume an addictive substance with ease and abnormal not to be able to. So that's like saying cigarettes. They're very addictive. Very addictive. They always say, never smoke your first cigarette, never blah, 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 this and that, whatever. There's no such thing as cigarettism. No one says cigarettism. There's smokers and non-smokers. So why is there alcoholics? Why isn't there nicotineaholics? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me. Alcohol is a drug and a carcinogenic, I hope I'm saying that right, carcinogenic neurotoxin. And no human body is designed to tolerate it with ease. Just because we as a society believe that relaxing with a glass of wine or 2 or 3 is normal doesn't mean it's what we are designed to do. It means we accept it without question, just like we accepted doctors recommending smoking in the 1950s advertisements. So, just because you drink 1, 2, or 3 doesn't mean that we were designed to drink alcohol. That's not, our bodies weren't designed to, no matter what anybody believes, our bodies were not designed to drink alcohol. No matter if someone says it's good for your heart, it's good for this, it's good for that, we're not supposed to drink it. Our bodies are not supposed to have it. Number 2, they prevent all drinkers from observing their own relationship with alcohol and provide a false sense of security. We tend to think in black and white there are normal drinkers and there are alcoholics. We are one or the other, and as long as we are not alcoholics, we are okay. I found that by identifying as an alcoholic, my friends began to draw lines between my behavior and their own, justifying their alcohol consumption and abuse as normal, against the depths of my abnormal. They wanted to know how bad it got in the end so they could benchmark their own relationship with alcohol, which is so true because I did it. I did that. I would say, oh, I don't drink like him, or I don't drink like her, so I'm perfectly okay. I did the same thing. Number 3, they suggest the problem lies on the extreme end of the spectrum, full-blown addiction. That's not where the majority of problem drinking lies. 90% of heavy drinkers, defined as women who drink more than 8 alcoholic beverages per week, and men who drink more than 15 alcoholic beverages per week, are not addicted. Let me repeat. 9 out of 10 people who struggle with alcohol are not clinically addicted, not alcoholics. A 2014 study published by the Center for Disease Control reported that 29% of adult Americans 18 and over met the definition for problem drinking. This means that 51 million people abuse alcohol and are vulnerable to developing a chemical dependence, but only 5 million qualify as clinically addicted. And because we have come to accept that only those who are addicted truly need help, we don't have adequate prevention or treatment programs for the population that is most at risk. Problem drinkers who are not formally addicted, we wait until people bottom out. We fail to address those who are not addicted but simply struggle, which is akin to waiting for a heart attack to check cholesterol and then treat it. Number 4, the words alcoholic and alcoholism scare the shit out of people. The term alcoholic and the disease of alcoholism creates fear. Fear that you will always crave alcohol forever, to use willpower to resist it, spend the rest of your life just trying not to drink. Who wants to be an alcoholic? I'll tell you who, no one. And why is that? Because we have been told that it's an incurable disease. Because our idea of an alcoholic is someone who attends AA for the rest of their life, assumes a lifetime label, and is stuck in perpetual cravings, one drink away from being a drunk, one day at a time. Because our concept is that alcoholics are different, they are outcasts and social pariahs and weak-willed and a whole host of other things no one wants to be. Adding a label with a heavy stigma does nothing but keep us in a fear state about our own drinking, preventing us from being able to observe our own drinking as it shows up in our lives. Number 5, they assert that the majority of drinkers drink normally. Alcohol is an addictive substance. End of story. There is no normies who don't have to control their drinking and alcoholics who cannot. Everyone who consumes it to some degree has to exert control over it. I'm not asserting that everyone who drinks has a problem. I'm absolutely not. There are degrees of availability to control that are unique to each one of us, to our genetic makeup, our exposure, our trauma, our other coping mechanisms, the age at which we started drinking, our environment, our levels of anxiety, our degree of depression, our peer groups, and so on. There is no normal, and the only way to have 100% control over alcohol is to eliminate it entirely. 6, they are largely self-diagnosed. One thing that confounds me the most is that when we are often left to self-diagnose based on a loose set of judgments, one of the most common tools to determine alcoholism is from the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, the Am I Alcoholic self-test. If you answer affirmatively to 8 or more of the 26 questions, you may be an alcoholic. In other words, if your tolerance has increased since you first started drinking, if you can't remember things you have done, if you drink heavily when you are disappointed or under pressure, if you sometimes feel uncomfortable when alcohol is not available, if you regret things you've done drunk, if you have been advised to cut down by your doctor, if you sometimes feel guilty about your drinking, and if you have felt depressed after it, then you might be an alcoholic. If this quiz can be relied upon, then everyone I went to college with, and perhaps 90% of San Franciscans, are alcoholics. 7, they keep us stuck in a story. The story is that alcoholics are different, that we struggle more than others, that we are a certain way, will always be a certain way, and that minding the truth of who we are and being hyper-aware of our faults will keep us out of trouble and in check. Even if we stop drinking, even if we are sober for years and do more work on ourselves and spend more money on self-improvement than the entire GDP of some small nations, we can't get out from under our alcoholism. We still have it. Not only do we still have it, but it extends to every area of our life. It's why we are, insert every shitty human behavior here. In other words, it limits us. I'm just this way. I'm just effed as a human being, and I guess I will always be because I'm an alcoholic. It also ensures we will live in an infinite hellish loop. If our alcoholism is running the show from the dark corners of our soul, and all our shortcomings are products of this chronic, incurable condition, well, F us. But when we hold tight to an idea of I'm just this way, we settle for being just this way. Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm an alcoholic. Ensures that I will remain in the mind space of something I don't even do anymore. Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm a writer, speaker, CEO, meditator, daughter, auntie, sister, friend, and addiction advocate who speaks terrible Italian. Works a lot better for me. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm an alcoholic. Ensures that I will remain in the mind space of something I don't even do anymore. Number 8, alcohol is the only drug in the world where, when you stop taking it, you are seen as having a disease. Because alcohol is the only socially accepted drug, because most of us consume it, because we have come to believe that there are normal drinkers and then there are alcoholics, and because alcoholism is self-diagnosed, it is literally the only drug in the world where you can get a label and a lifetime disease once you admit you need to, want to, or do stop. I never had a problem when I was out 3-4 nights a week drinking the same amount as my friends. I never had a problem when I was doing ski shots with my coworkers, or when I was stayed out drinking until 4 a.m. on the weeknights. But when I tapped out, when I stopped drinking alcohol, was when I was qualified for a drinking disease. Let me be clear on the insanity of this. When I drank and clearly abused, I did not have alcoholism. When I said I can't drink, I became an alcoholic, because we believe everyone should be able to drink ethanol, and those who aren't are somehow defective. We assign them a label and a lifetime disease. It is so true. It is so unbelievably true. It's insane. Number 9. Alcoholism is supposedly an incurable disease. The need for alcohol is perpetuated by the consumption of alcohol, pure and simple. You were not addicted before you embedded the same way that you were not addicted to cigarettes before you smoked. Further, it has been shown time and again that after people ditch their addiction to the substance entirely, they go on to not want it at all. People like me, I'm not one drink away from alcoholism or addiction. I'm beyond the need to get intoxicated in order to get through life or have fun at a party. Not because it has to be this way, but because I prefer it this way. I like life without a crutch. I like not having hangovers or forgetting parts of the night before or leaving in a fear state. I like not having to think about alcohol. We think that being cured means being able to drink again without going overboard. And it's true, because I like not craving alcohol. I like not running to the liquor store every day. I like not having to be home by 3 o'clock and have my 5 double gin and tonics. Like, I enjoy it. And that's what I like what she's saying here, is not because it has to be this way, because I prefer it this way. Yes, did I end up in the hospital? Sure, I did. Did I end up because of my pancreas, because of my drinking? Yes, I did. But I could have kept drinking, and I didn't. I knew that if I wanted a happier life and a better life, and better mental health, I had to stop. So therefore, I did it, and I prefer it this way, because there are plenty of people. I know Dee Diets just had a story on her channel a while ago. I think she did, about a gentleman who kept drinking, and the doctors told him not to, and he kept doing it, but that's the way he preferred to live his life. I don't prefer to live my life that way anymore. I don't. And I'm very happy, and I don't want the label of alcoholic or alcoholism on me anymore. And I'm going to stop saying it in the beginning of my vlogs, because I don't want that label anymore. It's ridiculous. Number 10, they grant impunity to big alcohol. If you will, imagine a world that treats cigarettes the same as alcohol. They are fine and healthy for the general population to consume, but toxic for some folks, cigarette-aholics. Not only that, but we are expected to smoke. As soon as we turn 21, we are inducted into this precious ceremonial rite, with an understanding that only some of us become addicted, those of us with a genetic predisposition or an allergy to cigarettes. In this world, the cigarette companies are no different from the food industry. We are absolutely not at fault for the disease that develops not from the use of the substance, but from the person's unfortunate genetic makeup. And then what she is saying at the bottom of this is she's saying that today around 20% of the prison population is incarcerated for a drug-related crime. According to the World Health Organization, around 3.3 million people died alcohol-related deaths in 2018. With every single other kind of drug use and addiction, we blame the drug, to the point of prosecuting individuals for trafficking, distributing, and possessing them, even though drugs account for less than 14% of deaths caused by alcohol. When it comes to alcohol, however, we blame the people, which means the alcohol industry doesn't just profit from our deaths, it gets away with it as an innocent bystander. The industry has absolutely no liability, because how could it possibly be accountable to a disease that just some people have? It's so true. So this might have been long-winded and stuff, guys, but it is so true, and I don't want that label anymore. I don't. This book is making me look. It's making me look at big alcohol companies different. It's making us look at our society differently. Making me so. It makes me look at, like, okay, say a guy goes golfing every single day. Every single day he goes to the clubhouse and he has 3 or 4 beers. Is he considered an alcoholic? Or is it just because I sat at home and had 3 or 4 beers? You know what I'm saying? So it's making me look at the alcohol industry, the word alcoholic, the word alcoholism, like, so differently. And it's just, like, amazing to me. It's opening my mind so much, because I don't want that label. I don't think anybody should have that label, because if I need that label, then I know about 20 to 30 people that also need that label. You know what I mean? So, like, just because I stopped doing it and prefer not to do it anymore, and I'm doing it for my health, and I'm doing it for all these other things, why do I get that label and someone who goes and sits at the bar every single night? Every single night. I've already told you that. I have people on my social media that I see at the bar every single night. Why aren't they living with the label of an alcoholic or alcoholism or anything like that? But me, someone who stopped, does. You know what I mean? Why is that like a badge that I have to carry around for the rest of my life, and I'm not going to do it? I'm not going to do it. I'm a non-drinker. I'm living a sober life, and I think that is perfectly fine. Why do I have to say, my name's Dante, and I'm a recovering alcoholic? Like, why do I have to say that? No, I'm just sober living, and I'm vlogging my year of sobriety, my first year of sobriety from alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic, and I didn't suffer from alcoholism. I'm still not an alcoholic, because also I hate that too. That's why we'll get into AA meetings at another point and why I don't go, but that's why I don't like that stigma when people say, well, I am still an addict, or I am still this. No, you're not. You're done. You're done. You were. These are my beliefs. If you don't believe in any of this, that's perfectly fine. But I don't like when people say, like, I'm still an addict. Even like when I'm talking to people and I'm like, oh, I was a drinker, or I did this, do this, or even when I would say, like, oh, I am an alcoholic, or when I was an alcoholic, I felt like I always had to, like, repeat my, like, change what I said and say, like, oh, well, I still am, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that label, and I'm not going to use it anymore. I don't feel like I have to. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to put that label on myself to label something and live in this, like she said, hi, I'm Holly and I'm an alcoholic, ensures that it will remain in the mind space of something I don't even do anymore, which is the truth. Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm a writer, speaker, CEO, meditator, daughter, auntie, sister, friend, and addiction advocate who speaks terrible Italian. How about that? I want to be an addiction advocate. I want to talk to people about drinking. I want to show them that you can lead a pretty awesome sober life. Like, that's what I want to show people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's perfectly okay, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's happy, and it's so many things. I don't know, guys. This vlog is very, very long, but I hope I got my point across, and I hope you learned something and took something away from this. I'm gonna go, though. This is just running very, very long, but I hope you learned something, and I'm not going to be using that term anymore. I am not using it anymore. I refuse to. I have to change my intro because I don't want to use it anymore, and I refuse to use it anymore. I'm not going to. I hate that word. I've heard that word my whole entire life, and I don't want to hear it anymore, and I don't want that label. I don't want that label. I don't want anyone that I love to have that label, because it's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous, and if you'd like to talk for me more to talk about it, I will. I'll do it tomorrow. Leave any maybe questions or comments or concerns down in the comments, and I'll talk about it more. Otherwise, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. We'll talk about it more another time. This vlog is very long, but I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I am not using the term alcoholic or alcoholism anymore. That's my choice. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching me on your phones, in your homes, or on your tablets. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, night, and I will see you tomorrow. So until the next one, you. Bye-bye.